SegaCrew is an open community. We'd love to see you run a game. I'm running Keio Yugatai Katsugi Hen, which is Keio Flying Squadron 2. Thanks, March, for the good luck. Thank you for shouting me out in your Discord. I did see that. I might pause the stream since it seems to be working. Is my volumes okay, guys? I know the volume from the Saturn hasn't really started playing yet. So this is my main speedrun at the moment. I owned this game as a kid, but I owned the PAL version. This is the original Japanese version. This is the only way to play it in NTSC. It never came to North America, but yeah, I love this game as a kid. So today I'm just going to be speedrunning it the way that I usually speedrun. This game is incredibly expensive. Yeah, I did have the opportunity to rebuy this game about 4 years ago. It goes for about 11,000 yen at the moment. I also own the first game. This is a sequel to the Mega CD Shoot 'em Up, and it has a couple of Shoot 'em Up levels in it as well. Just low enough under you, but you can hear it well. Great. Hopefully all my splitting stuff works, so let's test that out before we do anything. Okay, apparently my timer was running this whole time, but yes, it's working. So let me just reset, and we'll do a run. Thanks everyone for staying up this late. I know it's getting late over there. It's just the middle of the day here today. Okay, so I'm just going to do this like I do a normal speedrun, and I'll explain the game as I go along. So, start recording. Okay, sweet. So the speed tech in this first stage is, there's these little green Onis called Kappa. We can pick them up and use them as springs. So what I want to do is grab this first one, take it with me, and we can skip a little section of the stage with it. So hopefully we'll do it properly. Beautiful. The only other fast way to get through the stage is there's a hidden platform coming up. And if I jump onto the hidden platform, there's a chest there. And if I jump off straight away, it's coming up here. Oh, I got it. Save a little bit of time by doing that as well. Okay, so here we come upon our first antagonist. The goal in this game is to collect these 6 orbs. And if you collect the 6 orbs, let's just call them Infinity Stones, you unlock a treasure underneath Mount Fuji in Tokyo. So this girl, she's the princess of the kingdom, and the orbs originally belonged to her family. She had a machine there that she made, but it doesn't really work very well, so she needs to work on that. We'll see her later in the game. Next split. Oh, thank God that's working. It does look, and it is mad. Oh, it's fun and mad. Yeah, that's a good explanation. So this is the first weapon we have in the game. There's 3 different weapon types. We want the parasol. I'm going to play this super safe. Usually, you would not put your parasol up here, but just because I'm doing this in sort of like a marathon setting, I'm going to put it up. It protects from falling rocks. And like in all speedrun games, all video games, umbrellas help you float as well. So I want to put it down, because we want to fall down this mine shaft. And then there's a shaft here that's got some air that blows up under it. Normally it takes 2 attempts to get up here, but if you have the parasol open, get up straight away. So we're going to be a little bit behind because I did the safe strap. But we can make that up. There's diverging paths in almost every level in this game. In every level in this game. But just going the bottom way is the fastest way here. And we're coming up on our first Shoot 'em Up stage. There are 2. The original music from the original SEGA CD. Next split. It didn't listen to me. I just pressed the normal button. Okay. So this is probably a good point to talk about the difficulty levels. We're playing this on the easiest mode at the moment. The reason we're playing on the easiest mode is there's a boss fight coming up after this level. It's just a heap faster if we play it on easy. Dying in this level doesn't really matter much, but you do get an extra power-ups if you die, so that's okay to intentionally die. And I need to get these blue ones. There's some little green mini poachies. Poachie's the name of our pet dragon here. But these mines, I can control the direction of them by pressing the opposite direction of where I want to go. So I'm pressing left here. And I want to collect as many of them as possible because later in the stage there's a point where this stops scrolling and we have to fight against some pig sailors. And we want to do that as fast as possible. That's the only time we can save any... that's the only time save in the whole level. Okay, get rid of this dude. Don't want to open this power up just yet. Kill these guys first so it's easy to get. In the other difficulties, normal difficulty and hard difficulty, in the background you see there's a couple of tanukis where I'm pointing at the moment. They're usually firing these giant hedgehogs that take up 2/3 of the screen, but we don't have to deal with that on easy difficulty. And for some reason, these eggplants will continue. I have no idea why, I don't get the joke. This game has a heap of Japanese puns in it. I'll try and explain the ones that I understand, but there's just heaps of weird Japanese humour. It's like a Japanese game show, really. A style of humour. Okay, I opened this power up by mistake, but that's okay. As long as I get the blue one, that's fine. Okay, we got it. So we're travelling down Edo River towards the Sumo Stadium at the moment. And then, the way the format of this game works is there's usually a couple of levels and a boss. Occasionally you'll have a utility level like this, so there'll be 3 levels and then a boss. This is the one point in the stage where we can save time, and we did that so pretty good. So the rest of the level doesn't really matter too much now, it's just going to scroll into the end. We're coming up on the first boss fight, and the main difference between PAL and NTSC, we have different categories for it, is this boss fight. Because the audio on the PAL version is a bit shorter, and it seems to be encoded at like 32 kilobits per second instead of 128, so the game actually loads faster on PAL. I don't know many games where the PAL version is a fast version of the game. This is one of them. It's a whole 10 seconds just in this boss fight coming up. So it's significant. Okay, that's the end of the stage. Next split. Okay, it's working. We're not too far behind. So women aren't allowed in sumo stadiums, so they have a conversation about that. And this is quite long in the NTC version compared to PAL version. Also, this boss has 3 phases and there's 3 cycles in each. That's a normal difficulty. So on easy difficulty, the middle phase only has 1 cycle, and the last phase has shorter cycles. So a lot faster on normal, on easy. This is a Japanese, I think they're called Daruma. I'm going to step this. If you play Pokemon, you've seen a Pokemon that looks like this. There's lots of little Japanese references in this game. I'll try and explain the ones that I can, but there's a lot of weird Japanese games that are completely nuts. This is definitely one of them. Oh, he hit me. He was very aggressive. Now I'm trapped in the corner, so hopefully I can just keep swinging here, and he won't hit me again. Oops, a little bit closer. No. Can we hit him? Okay, we missed the whole cycle, so this is bad. I was standing right next to him. I don't know why I didn't hit him. Wow, he is being a jerk. Okay, so that's the end of the first chapter. There's 5 chapters. They all have a boss at the end. There's a little cutscene between each as well. Next split. Okay, sweet. You can see by the VOD there that I'm a little bit behind. I do have the power soul though, and that helps us a heap in this stage. So usually you're supposed to get on this train here, and there's an auto scroller, but you can skip that just by taking the bottom path. There's points in this game. You can earn points by killing hostile enemies, but you can lose points by getting hit or killing passive enemies. And if you lose enough points, you can go to the extra menu and it gives you tips on how to play. It does mention that you can take the shortcut through the stage through both trains by going the bottom way. And Power Cell helps with that a lot. We're going to open the Power Cell up to skip basically most of the stage now. So we're just going to jump here. Hopefully we'll jump straight away. And there's a little damage boost that I've been trying out. Hopefully it works here. I'm getting it sometimes. Oh, okay, that's fine. As long as... It's hard to get the Power Cell down in a good amount of time. So if we get hit and drop it, it actually puts the Power Cell down for us. So it's not a bad thing to get hit. Oh, I missed that cap. This is hard now, because I don't know the pattern. Okay, we're fine. This has not been the best of stages, but that's fine. And again, yeah, we can just go the bottom way. There's a whole heap of stuff going on up the top. We just don't care about that in the speedrun. Playing this game casually is a lot of fun. I recommend playing it on normal so you do see all the extra content. Because a lot of the enemies just aren't missing on normal. On easy mode. When I first started routing this game, I played it on hard because lots of enemies can take either damage boost off or jump off. Get to platforms you usually can't get to. Next split. Okay. The voice split, sometimes it understands my accent well, and sometimes I'm mumbling and it just ignores me, but that's okay, it's working. Okay, we did that thing 5 times. And a giant crab comes down and grabs us. So Dr. Pon is the other guy who is looking for 6 orbs in this game. He controls all the tanukis, and he's got his own treasure ship, which he's just sent a crab down to send us up to. He's the main antagonist in the game. That Himiko we saw in the very first stage, we won't see her again until the end of the game. So we take on Dr. Pon a couple of times. He's got a habit of stealing our orbs. Next split. Okay, sweet. So this room, this treasure ship is full of trick rooms, and you've got to do something to get out of each of them. So this first trick room, there's 4 tanukis I've got to beat, for example. And get them as they spawn. Save some time. Good. Oh, didn't go down the ladder. Okay, so this next room they're opening up here. Usually you've got to run all the way along this long conveyor and then all the way back again. But we can do something called bomb boosting. So grab a bomb, and whenever you get hit in this game, you drop whatever item you're holding. But when you're holding a bomb, that is the item that you're holding, so you can just use it as a free boost. It's really great. So there's another room to the left here, but we're going to skip that with the box. So nice little shortcut there that saves a heap of time. It's about 8 seconds. The version paths here, you can take either one. I find that going the bottom way faster if you use this happer. You get up the ladder quicker. Then we're coming up onto the Mahjong room. And these are the Dragon Tiles Mahjong. For anyone who's played that, they know that you start the game with these. Like north, east, south, and west. Got to get them on the hands before the hand drop. You've only got a few seconds. Out of my way, chunkies. Okay. And we'll see these rings of blue spikes that get in the way. See them for the rest of the level. They can be very troublesome because they can kill straight away. Okay, hopefully I get this jump. Okay, great. I'd be failing that in practice, so that's great. I'm going to use a kappa to get up here. There's a little trick I can do to save a bit of time. Hopefully I get it. So if I throw the cap here and jump off it, you don't have to go all the way off to the left. It's a really good stage. I'm really happy with that stage now. Got to keep focus for the next 2 enemies, but then that stage went really well. It usually something stupid happens. You might mess up somewhere. Great. Now, some of the cutscenes in this game you can skip, and some of them you've just got to sit through. That one I could skip by pressing start with the dialogue. Next split. And we're on to our next boss. So this boss is called the Iron Goddess. The reason why it's called the Iron Goddess is the kanji for this type of tea that it has in Japanese is Iron Goddess, but in the original Chinese, it's just the name of the tea. So it's one of those weird Japanese puns. It's all throughout this game. Gotta hit this guy 4 times, then he turns into his Super Saiyan form. This boss is quite difficult in the other difficulty levels, because when you throw away your weapon on the other difficulty levels, the weapon disappears quite quickly, so you can't just throw your hammer away like this. But on easy, it stays around for about 10 seconds, so it's very easy to kill this boss. I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, killing the guy with the other weapon, which is the bow and arrow, takes a long time. I've got to hit this guy 3 times, and then he'll kill himself. So there's some spikes all the way over to the left here. He's gonna run into those. Okay, that chapter doesn't usually go that well, so that's alright. Did have a little bit of trouble in the Mouse Kingdom though. Next split. Wonderful. I did die in this level in practice, but this chapter is the easiest chapter, so get to relax a little bit through the middle of the game. It's an auto-scroller for the most part, but you can hold left and right to go faster and slower, and obviously you can jump as well. So there is time to be saved in this level, just by jumping over Tanuki who get in the way. They've all got their own little roller coasters. Dr. Pun's in this level as well, but it's impossible to catch you. And doesn't let you. Again, there's ways to earn bonus points from this stage. This is a little guy on a cloud who throws things at you. I forgot to jump, so this Tanuki got in my way. Whoops! Very nice. Whenever we see Pochi sleeping in the middle of the stage, here's the checkmate. It's important that I jump there, so I don't run into him. Okay, now hopefully I can get the jumps right coming up. Because if I don't, the Tanukis will get in my way and I'll slow down a lot. Okay, got that guy. Try and bot this dude, nice. Ah, that's happened a lot to me in practice, honestly. Okay, hopefully this guy doesn't get in my way. Okay, good. He didn't die. Next slip. We're 8.5 seconds behind, that's acceptable. So usually there's some scuba divers who fall down and attack you here, but if you go to the very bottom of the level, they don't appear. Also, there's a bubble shield there, so great. This level is very easy because of just that starting area. There's no way to fall quickly in this stage, but you can run into the geometry of the stage by pressing against it. And it will push Rami down, so that's great. A way to save time. And to swim up, you just tap the C button faster. So you'll see me moving kind of strangely into walls. That's the reason why we're trying to move it down faster. Again, there's diverging paths in this stage. There's one path that's very short, geographically, but there's a current to swim against, so it's actually faster to go this longer way that I'm going right now. And again, there's a bubble shield in the way here, just in case I get hit. Right here. And one more divergent path here. There's an easy way and a hard way. I'm going to go the hard way. It's got an octopus in the way, but since we've got the bubble shield, we can go straight past him. There's lots of nice big sprites in this game. The Saturn really was a nice 2D console. Nice, and now up to the haunted house. Next, split. Yeah, the water effects are great, right? So, the enemy here is kabuki masks. The Japanese have several kabuki masks, but these are the 3 most common. I can't really speak to much of them, because I don't really know much about that part of their culture. This first phase, I want to try and throw him hammer and hit him a second time. Did it work? Yes, great. But that was a one-cycle. Excellent. We want to take those. This second kabuki mask, one of the pieces of her face will flash. We need to hit that piece. 3 cycles for this one. There's these tufts of grass in the ground where you can stand. You'll be completely safe in the first pounce that she does. Okay, the cheek. There's the second cheek. Okay, stand open here with grass. And the final phase of this cycle, or the final cycle of this phase, I should say. Okay, this final Kabuki mask, he just sucks in a few animals and then turns them into food, but we're not going to let him shoot them back out again. And that's it for this boss. That's a nice easy chapter, chapter 3. The two harder chapters are 2 and 4, so it's nice to have that in the middle of them. Next, Split. Wonderful. Now, if I was going to show any stage to somebody to showcase a game, this would be the stage. The falling sakura petals, and there's some striking tanukis. They were going on strike because they're not getting paid much. They can catch up and kill us, but we're speeding this. That's not going to matter to us. No platforming stage, just one long obstacle course. Really nice looking stage. There's these shinobi who have bamboo to breathe underwater. They're the bane of my existence. I'm sure one of them's going to hit me. I'm trying to oh, okay, I could just run into that way. Getting through the stage perfectly is a nice time save when I get it. They always seem to get hit. Okay, I want to jump at the base of the tree. That's up this way, get out of the water. Nice. And go on this way. And hopefully these guys at the end of the stage do not troll me. Up here, bounce off him, beautiful. Next, Split. Uh-oh. Okay, I had to stop because of these things got in my way. That's okay. There's trapdoors coming up here that I've got to be careful not to fall down. Whoa. Okay. This guy is trolling. Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna jump here over that trapdoor, and there's another trapdoor. They're very hard to see. And the way these little platforms work is very annoying. Sort of like the opposite of how platforms work in Super Mario. Like in Super Mario, if you're just touching a platform, like if Mario's got a pixel of his foot touching it, he'll still be on the platform, but in this game, it's sort of the opposite. It's very easy for all of those. I'm glad that I got them. And then there's these wrecking balls. We need to use this one at the end, and that's the end of the stage. So this is an okay stage. I did get hit though. Got hit twice. And now this boss is the bane of my existence. Next, Split. This shinobi, he owns a flying fortress at the top of the ninja castle. And his pet rooster is actually his hitbox. I'm trying to concentrate. Okay. Now, there's usually a cuckoo that comes out. I'm going to try and jump it. I didn't do it. I need a weapon. I don't want to die. Okay. Hopefully the chicken doesn't knock me off. Monk arrest, but we somehow survived. Okay, that's probably the hardest chapter of the game, so that's out of the way. We're getting up to the final chapter now. So this is going well for time. And after all of this, 4 chapters worth of playing, we finally get our first orb. It's the purple orb. So just keeping track of where the orbs are. Himiko's got her own orb, and Dr. Pond stole an orb from us in the opening cutscene, and he stole another orb from us with that crab, so he's got 3. Next, Split. Okay, so this is another queued up stage. I'm going to do the same thing again, and get damaged right at the start, so we get an extra power up. There is a boss fight in this stage. The power up's more important in this stage than in the first one. Again, we want the blue one. Okay, Russian dogs, I'm not sure why. Now I've got to be careful not to get the wrong power up. I'm going to wait for it. There's some koalas. I don't know what a space koala's for. Don't question it. The game really is nuts. This is one of the more nuttier stages. It's not the least best, fine. This music's from the original game. Both the shoot 'em up stages are the original music in the original game. Now, for some reason, they failed to put any enemies at the bottom of the stage, so I can just sit down here and I'll be quite safe. With letterboxes in space as well? I don't know why. I try not to question some of the things that happen in this game. Nice background graphics in the stage as well. It's like a Saturn thing. Discworld reference? I don't know, maybe. I don't remember Discworld so long ago. With the Sega Saturn logo on this build. Oh, there's another koala. That one. Okay, so there's these little dipping birds. They sort of remind me of the Simpsons episode where his brother comes along. We can shoot them and make them bobble back and forth, but hopefully I should be able to go in between their hitboxes like that. That first one's the easier one. I can just line Ram's ears up with the sign in the background. This second one though, I want to be careful here. We don't want to get the token, we don't want to hit a bird. So I've got to make sure her ears are below the bow tie. I think I'm okay. Okay. And again, we want to get the right power up, so I'm just going to let it spin around. Needs to be the blue one. Okay, there we go. I was a little bit worried about the stage of getting it wrong, but it's okay. We did it quite nicely. And the boss of this stage is a UFO catcher. If we let him, he'll pick up some cows from Earth and then turn them into Waggy Biff and shoot them at us. But hopefully I kill him before then. We do have the 4 power-ups, so he should die fairly quickly. You're not getting power-ups against this boss can waste about 2 minutes, even about 2.5 minutes, so you want to make sure you have power-ups for him and don't get hit during the fight. Okay, good. That's his first phase. All bosses have 2 phases. Okay. Okay, that was not easy. We even got the more ones at the end. Next, split. Okay, so this is the tournament. We can have 1 or 2 opponents. We got the slow guy. This is Xavier. He's a priest. There's not a lot we can do against this guy. We just have to wait for him to do what he's about to do. I'm sure you're about to see. If the game loads... I think my game has crashed. I might have to replay this chapter. Yeah, the game has crashed. The reason the game crashed is I pressed R too quickly. I'm running off the Satiator. Satiator is like an optical disc emulator you can put into the back of your Saturn. I'll have to do that chapter again, so I have to do the start of that fight again. Sorry, not the start of the fight, the start, like the whole space again. That kind of sucked, but I wasn't on very good pace anyway. I've had that happen to me on world record pace before, so for it to happen on a dead run is completely fine. So yeah, I've just loaded back up in the Satiator. The game does have a save function, but it's start of chapter save. Oh, we'll get to hear the space music again. Yeah, I lost a world record to it. It kind of sucked. It was 2 stages away as well. It was like the last stage in the game. Here's the continue menu. Okay, we have to do space again. That's fine. It's an auto-scroller though, so it's very annoying. Ah, March, yes, you were there for that. Again, I've got to get the right power-ups here. You get to see the space koalas again. This time I'm not going to mash start at the end. And we might get the other guy. So Benkai's the fight that we do want in the tournament. He's a lot faster. Because he's not invincible for most of the fight, that's why. Okay, make sure we get the right power up again. I'm gonna wait for it to change. Plenty of time. Or it could just spin around. Okay. That was actually a lot closer than I thought. And again, I can't get back down the bottom stage. You can just shoot all these things and they blow up. A bit annoying to hear. These blue mines do a lot more damage than the mini poachers, so it's definitely worthwhile to get them instead. I'm not sure what these king things are. I think they're like the King Diamond's head. Again, this game is full of really weird references. Oh, I can get out of the way now. So, again, I'm going to line Rem's up. Line Rem ears up with this sign here, where I am right now. Should be safe to go through. Open this power up as soon as possible. This guy here gets in it. Okay. Okay, maybe a little higher. Okay, we're fine. There was a fairly big gap in between those, but there's nothing to reference how big it is. Get our power up. And again, I have no idea what the plan is to continue in this game. I'm sure it's hilarious to Japanese speakers. Bunnies. Honestly, I'd rather that the game crash on me than me make a major mistake and have to restart or something like that. We're just showcasing the game today. I do runs of this most times that I stream at the moment. He has a lid, that golden lid thing there, and it takes a lot of hits to die, so I'm trying not to hit that as well. I think that was even faster than the first time. Okay, this I'm not going to match with the cutscenes. And we did get Bankai, so we got the other guy, the guy I want to fight. Okay, so the reason the game crashed is because I pressed start before those videos started loading, and then the Saturn's just sitting there waiting for the videos to load. That doesn't happen on my disc. I have on the disc copy of this. Oh, take the weapon with me. Okay, this guy is nice and easy. You can't damage him with a weapon, but these bombs that the Squadron drops at you, they damage him as well. And like the bomb boost early in the game, it doesn't matter if you take damage when you're holding the bomb, because the bomb is the item that you're holding. I got 3 number 1 bombs. This can be a 5-second to 1-second countdown. And I got a 2. Oh my goodness. And he ran all the way to the left, so this was actually a bad fight. Next split. Oh, I should be in the final boss battle, it says. And this is finally Himiko. So after 4 chapters, she's repaired her side E, it's called, and she can finally fight as one-on-one. So she has her orb. There's an orb for winning the championship, and in the last chapter we got an orb, so it's going to be a winner-takes-all battle here. Remembering that Dr. Pond still has 3 orbs, so we still have 3 orbs to collect before we can open up the treasure underneath Mount Fuji. She loves to monologue as well. This is an unskippable cutscene. There was a quick kill for Himiko. I'm really bad at it. I'm going to try it. I need to throw 2 orbs at her and then hit her 4 times in a row. Come on. Come on. 2. Ah, she went up in the air. Okay, so I didn't get a quick kill. I think that's 3 turns I've hit her. Very much weapon armor. Okay, we got her. I want to go get my weapon back. Great. Oh, he stole them all. So now Dr. Pon has them all. Next split. So yeah, we get debated by Dr. Pon. He just steals everything from us. We do all the hard work and he takes the credit. Ooh, very close to getting hit. There was a little slow through that. Like these guys, very nice. I've got to hit all these guys because they always get in the way. That guy with the arrow always shoots me. We've got to hit him. There's just a heap of enemies in this stage. And there's these traps on the ground. I'm trying not to trigger them because more enemies fall from the sky. You mean this was a good level. Next split. Okay, we saved, what's that, 7 seconds. And this is the final part of the game. We've got just one long boss battle to do. So this is called Neko Kokoro. It's a heart inside this gigantic beast called, it's called the Daidobora. We're going to get sucked into it. This is the thing that opens up the gold there in the background, which is underneath Mount Fuji. And we've got to destroy that heart. So this stage is always the same, it's always the same pattern. So if I mess up, it's my fault. The only way you can really die in this stage is by falling down to the bottom where all this stomach acid is. There's garden gnomes in here as well. I don't know. So on the other difficulty levels, those tanukis that fall into the stomach acid there come back as ghosts. But on normal difficulty, we don't have to deal with those. So this is really easy as a final boss battle. Such a happy looking heart. So on the PAL version of this game, the words that it spits out are just random Japanese words like sushi and ninja and otaku. But on the Japanese version, the version we're playing now, it's sort of saying things like, ow, it hurts, and somebody help me. Kind of terrifying, actually. It's very dark. When I was practicing this game during the week, I got randomly hit by the heart, but it doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. I wonder if there's some sort of global timer that it can damage you on as it's appearing. I've only ever seen it just once. But yeah, and again, this part always shows up in the same spot. You miss a cycle. Where do I go here? Right side, right? I've forgotten where we go. I'm pretty sure it's here. Okay, it's definitely here this time, so I remember because of the chest. So, there's no real time to save on this level. If I'm ahead of the world record, I can make world record. If I'm behind, there's no way to catch back up again. I really want to be on the right hand side here. Right? I'm pretty sure. Or are you in the middle? Okay. Nope, you were right. Okay, then. I shouldn't forget, but done it so many times. Okay, there's only a few more things to go. When the boss finally dies, it'll turn into a cat, and then the screen will fade out, and that'll all be done. Oh, this is the left-hand side, right? Pretty sure. Yep. Okay, I just have to hit it one more time. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this game. It is ridiculous in many ways. There's a good speed tech in the game. I really like running this game. Enjoyable to watch as well. It just goes to show what the Saturn can do as well. I mean, it does look really nice. There's the cat. We're coming up at the end of the game. And next split. So my final time was 33 minutes 51. That was a horrible time, but we did have that game crash on us. So I do hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you wanted to ever play this game casually, definitely play on a normal difficulty. Don't go down to easy. You get to see lots more stuff. Thanks for the GG, guys. March and Booster Shane. You're up next time, Booster Shane. I think you're doing Yakuza. So tell me when you're ready and I can give you a countdown. Nice FMVs in this game as well. You are ready? Okay. Thanks guys again for watching. I'm going to hand it over to Booster Shane. I'll go 3, 2, 1...